Hey, lighten up, jerk!
I'm like the healthiest unhealthy person.
Hey, I'm like that too.
People are like, what do you eat? How do you diet? I'm like, well, I love food.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't tend to eat terrible, but I also don't limit what I like. If I want to eat something that's fatty, I'll eat it. I just don't tend to do that all the time.
Right.
And
Proportion and
I drink, I probably ever since the college before promoting, I think I've drinking pretty consistently 5 nights a week for the last at least 10, 15 years of my life.
Oh, damn.
Isn't that crazy? I know.
Well, you're a bartender, right?
And now I'm a bartender. And so it's like, yeah. And at first I drank a little less bartending because as a server, you go out after work and you drink. And then, even with the gym, I'm like, oh, yay. You train in the morning and then at night I'm like, and you get drunk. I'll get you healthy and unhealthy. And I've tried to do the sober months twice so far. I last about 2 weeks. So I think
hey, at least you last those 2 weeks.
I do. And then it's right back. I'm like, oh my God.
So your tolerance must be pretty high then, yeah?
It's not bad. Yeah. It's not as, age is a thing, man. It's not as good as it used to be.
Okay.
Or at least maybe I tricked myself back in the day, promoting, I would just drink and drink and drink and I'd black out, but be really coherent. So I thought I was sober maybe, and everyone thought I was sober, but I definitely wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I think now I'm a little better at being like, no, guys, I'm drunk.
You're more self-aware.
Yeah.
Or you're just really good, or you
can
be like me.
Good at, I'm still very functioning when I'm drunk. Yeah.
Okay. No, functional drunk.
Yeah, functional drunk.
45. Yeah. Everything's functional.
But I'm really good at hiding when I'm drunk. Sometimes I've been assed out drunk, but I'm still able to I'm still vertical and I'm still able to have a conversation.
Yeah. He hasn't been able,
good. That's he hasn't been able to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are times we went out and I was gone, but I was still
holding it together.
Yeah, I was still holding it together. I was still having conversation. I was still cracking jokes, and then. And I go, I pardon myself. I make it all the way to the bathroom, and then I throw up.
Yep. And then you come right back out and drink again. Oh, God, it's so bad. But
I've never thrown up from drinking. Yeah.
You never?
I just hate that feeling.
Oh, God, but sometimes it's good. There's
that's
nights
what I hear,
where I get
but
home
I just don't
and I lay down. I'm like, you know what? I could just go straight to sleep. But it's better if you just get up and if there's still alcohol in there to it sounds gross, but get it.
Yeah. Just get
make yourself puke because you'll feel better in the morning. Because otherwise I'm I go to sleep and I'm getting more drunk as I sleep. Yeah. Just not necessarily.
I guess, everyone's different. I guess just for me, I just hate that feeling
of throwing up. Yeah, it's never great. It always goes up my nose, no matter what I try.
Oh, okay.
Does it happen to you guys? Always. I'm always holding it too, and it's just it always.
All right.
Yeah.
Real talk. That's why we're doing this. This is real, right?
It's all real.
So different types of
alcohol. Definitely.
You say that tequila is an upper, but
tequila is an upper. Yeah, tequila and mezcal because it's made from the agave.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it's actually the only upper. Everything else is a downer. Alcohol itself is a depressant. Period, because that's why you feel like shit the next day. Also, why I should probably stop drinking. I'm like, I should stop drinking so much if I'm trying to fight.
I hate that feeling.
Depression. Yeah.
Being hungover. But.
It's funny because the last guest that we had, he actually had a mental break. And there's we've talked there were a few times we talked about depression or mental illness and stuff like that. So what are some of the things that specifically you are
oh God
deal with
that I deal with or that I what? How I deal with it?
Yeah, what's what are the common the feelings that you kind of have?
Oh, you just wake up one day. Okay. It's just one of the things there's no explaining it necessarily. I've tried to figure it out and then it just gets frustrating. But like they say, there's no rhyme or reason. There's nothing wrong with your life. You don't have to have anything wrong. I'll wake up one day and just be like, fuck, this is not going to be a good day. It's just a feeling. And
do you feel empty at times?
Yeah. Or I sleep a lot. I just want to avoid everything. And I'm I'm not tired. I slept and I just I'm just gonna go back to sleep or I take a nap or I start waking up late and you feel unproductive or you just kind of feel I just stopped, you kind of go hermit mode. You don't want to leave the house, which actually doesn't help because not leaving the house is worse. And then you don't want to talk to people. My friends will text me or call me and I'm like, nah. But it's gotten to a point where it comes and goes. And then you just have to wait it out. And then one day you wake up and I'm like, oh, today is better.
Okay.
It's so I've gone, going to the gym definitely helps. It definitely helps keep it at bay. You feel more productive. You do get those endorphins. like I got to a point like now, if I'm going through a tough time or like a hard time, I tell people.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
it's one of those things that thank goodness people are talking about it more. So I'll
Right.
tell people, I'm like, hey, like I've been feeling real like shitty. I'm just down. Like, and I have a couple best friends that'll be like, dude, like I'm in it, you know, and they know that like, okay, cool. Like, and it doesn't necessarily mean that I need them to do anything. It's just you need to tell people
Yeah,
because
of
a lot of
course.
like that's when it gets bad is when you don't want to tell anyone and then you get in this like weird spiral and then you just like everything starts to close in on you more and more.
Mhm.
So even just the act of being like, hey, I'm fucking depressed, guys. Like, sorry, you know, and
Yeah, it's letting people know, like, you know, it's like kind of like the dip sign, like just letting you know it's
and
coming
that's
up.
the thing. Like, and some people are like feel awkward about, you know, it or whatever. I'm like, no, I don't need you to do anything. I just need to like say, hey, like, this is what I'm going through, you
Someone
know,
to listen.
and getting yourself out there and like making plans with people and just like forcing yourself to get out and to continue to do things. And also not fighting it sometimes helps better. Like if you fight it, or I have found if I fight it, or if I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with me. Like, and get frustrated, that doesn't help. So
Yeah,
it's kind of like I don't know. I wish there was a magic fix. I'm still looking for it. I'm sure that everyone is.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I
And
found
also
that
realizing everyone, like, no one's got that shit figured out. Like with social media and everything nowadays, I think people feel like they are less than, and it doesn't help because they think other people have it figured out. No one's got their shit figured out. You never do. I don't think. I think we're all just bumbling through life. And if we can realize that literally everyone is just trying to make it through, it would be a better place. But